Everyone. I'm so happy to be here today. It's been a great conference so far, full of really inspiring sessions, and it's good to see that many of you are interested in knowing what the metaverse, what new technologies are going to bring to your business. So before I start, you might want to know what the metaverse is and how it can help. During the sessions yesterday, I could hear some words that were repeated quite a lot. One was personalization. I could also see how hoteliers were looking to be closer to the customers. They wanted to understand them better. In the session that we had in the afternoon on Google Trends, we also saw that customers want to understand what they are buying. They want to know that the pictures they see reflect the reality. They need to compare. They really want to bridge that gap between the marketing promise and what they will receive in reality. So what is the metaverse and how the metaverse can help with this? The metaverse is considered the next evolution of mobile internet, and it will transform how we interact with digital devices. But before I share more details, let me start with a short video that would clarify what all this means. I know it's like a bit confusing probably, and it will also illustrate what can do to transform not only the world, the industry, and how we behave.
Over the past few months, the metaverse has been making headlines across the world. Is it just a buzzword? What do we really mean by metaverse? This new concept merges virtual, augmented, and physical reality, blurring the lines between online interactions and the real world. It allows us to do virtually anything we now do in real life, such as creating and exploring with other people who aren't in the same physical space. The metaverse has the potential to democratize the access to virtual goods, services, and experiences. These could all be owned and transacted using digital currencies and NFTs, potentially enabled by blockchain. Gaming is probably the most advanced industry in the metaverse. Platforms like Roblox or Fortnite have already created digital worlds where users can do much more than just playing. They also get to go to live experiences, like being at the front row of a concert or admiring their favorite piece of art at a virtual museum. Crypto platforms like The Sandbox and Decentraland offer early visions of how a new creator-led economy could function. Users can participate in the platform governance and buy digital assets or virtual land to build the businesses of the future. Some large retail brands are already opening virtual stores in the metaverse. Other platforms like EVE Online have developed a very sophisticated economy. Players can associate in corporations which specialize in specific activities such as mining, manufacturing, or even financial services. The metaverse will transform all aspects of our lives, and of course, this includes the way we travel. Metaverse native experiences will open up new opportunities for travel players to bridge the gap between the marketing promise and the real world. This will allow hotels, airlines, and airports to better showcase their offering and travel agents to achieve higher conversion and satisfaction rates. The metaverse is also a great chance to step change travel operations and customer service. This could materialize in personalized guidance through airports, enhanced check-in and luggage tracking, lighter immigration procedures, smooth transfers, and support during disruption. Similar to the early 2000s rush in website building, our customers will likely start developing representations of their physical products in the metaverse soon. They will update them with real-time data that enables live operation optimization, increased staff productivity, faster decision-making, and lower costs. Amadeus is uniquely placed to lead the travel journey into the metaverse. The time to act is now.
I'd say this looked quite amazing. At least for me, it's like something seems too futuristic, but the reality is that this is nothing new. The concept of the metaverse has been around us for many years. In video games like The Sims, I played when I was a kid, even movies, books like Snow Crash, Ready Player One. But why is it a hot topic today? Why the people is talking about it? The main difference is the acceleration that we are seeing in the development activity and in the adoption over the last 2 to 3 years. And this is mainly as 3 different industries, social media, e-commerce, and workspace and collaboration platforms are fighting for the same market space. They are looking to integrate the 3 industries into a single and common metaphor. As you saw in the video, the most advanced industry so far is gaming. These platforms, Roblox, Fortnite, allow users to do much more than playing video games. People interact in real life, they can attend massive shows, concerts, and what is especially relevant is that they are becoming collaboration and creation platforms. They allow users to develop their own games and also their own virtual assets. So for example, you can create an art gallery, you can create a virtual painting, and what is especially interesting is that you can commercialize with it. And you might think this is just a few kids playing games, but it's not. The adoption of these platforms is impressive. Roblox or Fortnite are the example in which more than 200 million active users every month are present. Another example could be Facebook. You might have here the new rebrand to Meta. What they are looking to do with this rebranding is position themselves going beyond social media to integrate these 3 industries into a common metaverse platform. And while we are seeing these different initiatives, different players fighting for the same space, you might be thinking, where are we in the metaverse today, right? Some of the things I saw in the video seems futuristic. We are not there yet. And we are not. We are only at the beginning of a long journey in which the level of immersion and the business opportunities will evolve in incremental steps. And that will come mainly as the underlying technologies that are virtual reality, artificial intelligence, they evolve, they mature, and they become more interconnected. At the moment, we can already access and interact with 3D content using our smartphones. You can even have fancy Google Maps interactions. If you're lucky enough, you can also access this content using a VR headset. But these devices have limitations, and the level of immersion that we get at the moment is not great yet. This can remind to the early days of the internet. I was young, but I still remember. You could surf the net, but it was very slow. You could not access from everywhere. I had to go to my neighbors, I had to go to my cousins. For that reason, for these limitations, many underestimated its full potential. And now, 20 years later, we cannot imagine running our lives without the internet, without a smartphone. This conference would be in a much different shape without it. And for the same reason, we believe that some of the limitations that we are seeing today will be overcome. And from 2030, which is not that far away, we expect to see a fully realized metaverse, in which the technologies that are building the metaverse are fully connecting, allowing us to create and consume immersive and interoperable experiences. By this time, 80% of the people and the companies are expected to be present in the metaverse. And what we are also seeing is how big tech and other technology providers are investing heavily in these underlying technologies, in these building blocks of the metaverse. It is hard to say what will trigger mass adoption, but in the same way that happened with the internet, we really didn't have that much engagement, and then the iPhone came to the market. In the same way, there will be a trigger point. It can be a high-end mixed reality headset or potentially some Apple glasses. And this will accelerate the adoption. And we need to be ready. The adoption of new technologies is getting faster and faster every time. It took Gmail 5 years to reach 100 million users. 2.5 years for Instagram, 9 months for TikTok. And do you know how long was it for ChatGPT? It was only 2 months. Don't wait until the metaverse explodes to be there. And for this reason, we are seeing that already several companies across different industries are already testing and discovering how the metaverse can help their businesses. For travel, it's an opportunity to power greater journeys, to enhance the trip experience, and also to boost loyalty. You can have much more frequent interactions with your customers, not only at the time they are at your hotel. You can interact with them from the inspiration to the post-trip. At Amadeus, we are already building those internal capabilities that help travel providers delivering this experience. For example, for leisure travelers, which are getting more and more relevant, they account for more than 80% of the total customers. The metaverse is an opportunity to bring search and inspiration to the next phase, showing them the products that they will get once they reach your hotel. Another example is how the metaverse has the power to bring the world closer to everyone. There's people that cannot afford to travel, people with disabilities. Also, that can allow us to visit places we cannot just, they are not feasible right now. Like if you want to go to the moon or the bottom of the ocean, this is an opportunity to make travel even bigger. And I'm going to talk now about a few examples of real use cases today. We are at the emerging phase of the metaverse, but we can already start working on it. So this is how most travelers book a flight seat today. For me, at least, this looks a bit old-fashioned. I don't know what you think. But this is how travelers will start booking a flight seat from now on. So you can imagine the opportunities to sell a more expensive seat increase exponentially, especially for those who has never traveled in that airline or in that aircraft before. They don't know the product. We need to show the product, and we need to explain them that it is worth to pay for one seat more than for the other. The same applies for the hospitality industry. When choosing a room, at the moment, many travelers have to read through a long list of attributes, look at a few pictures, see if they trust them or not, read a few reviews, but they cannot really see the products. They don't see the difference between one room to another. It's very hard with the current technology. And technology is actually ready to bring this experience to the next level. So in this case, you see how travelers can see, test, and even feel how it's like to travel in business class. And not only that, how is it to do it with this particular airline? Wouldn't you like in the same way to show the vibe, the unique experiences that are happening at your hotel? Allowing customers to interact with your products will increase the personalization options, upselling, and something that has been mentioned here a lot, attribute selling, this is a powerful tool to actually promote your content. And this is another example of use cases. Do you recognize this place? This is actually the new terminal at Bangalore's airport. By having digital representations of physical spaces, we will help travelers to reduce the stress of getting to a place for the first time. But this will also help travel providers to reduce disruption. So for example, if you have a a tight flight connection, if you are able to move around the airport in advance, you will reduce the time and the stress when you have to find your gate in real life. And remember, this is especially important for people with accessibility requirements. They don't want to read that you are ready for the wheelchair. They want to see how comfortable they would be moving around your facilities, your resorts, and that will make a difference between one property to another. Another example of digital twins is how they can help to run much more efficient operations. So this comes from recruiting, training, maintenance tasks. This will allow you to reduce your cost, and also something which is on the hot spot today, to alleviate some of the labor shortages that the industry is facing. And I'm not saying with that the next time you go to a hotel, you will be welcomed by avatars in the lobby. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the metaverse and new technologies are here to help the current staff to be more efficient, to be able to attend more customers. And this is the last example I'm going to share, which is what Amadeus is doing with Triportation. We are also allowing travel agencies to deliver digital content in the metaverse. Very soon, travelers in Europe will be able to go to some of the top and leading European travel agencies, go to a VR point that will be installed there, and plan their next trip in the metaverse. This is a clear opportunity to create, to distribute and to promote your content. The same way that some travel agencies and the same way some hotels are already present in this platform, we can do the same here. And why is so important to start working on this today? Why I'm reinforcing all the time that there's something we need to start doing now. So a good parallel is using artificial intelligence. Everyone knows that to unlock the full potential of artificial intelligence, we need loads and loads of data. So in the same way, if you want to deliver fully immersive experiences and you want to differentiate, you need to start collecting 3D assets today. So the next time you do a remodelation, you open a new facility, remember, it's paramount to collect those assets. And the reward won't be only come in the future, it will be present as well. As you saw in the examples, the metaverse is already bringing value to a lot of travel providers. And Amadeus, we are working closely with leading airlines in the world, in Europe, Middle East, Asia, and other travel providers. And we are widely open to engage with hotel companies and help to do the same, to be present in the metaverse and don't miss this train. And before I leave, because I'm running out of time, let me just reinstate the few takeaways I'd like you to take with you. So we strongly believe that the metaverse is not just a buzzword. In fact, it's a reality today, and it will disrupt travel. Don't forget that. It's important to be excited, but not overexcited. As with other new technologies, we tend to overestimate the short term and underestimate the long term. The full potential of the metaverse will come in the future, but we need to act now. We need to be ready today. And that is why we are widely open. We encourage you to go to our booth outside and discuss what opportunities we can bring to your business, how can we help you to embark this journey and basically explore these metaverse opportunities together. Thank you very much.